All right. Greetings and welcome to the fantastic video about the study guide for Algebra 1, graphing linear equations. All right. We are going to start with numero uno. This will help you with your upcoming test a great deal. Okay, so what we're going to do for this problemo is we're going to... Yes?
Do you happen to have Noah Ebinger?
I do not.
Thank you.
Pay no attention to the student name that was just said over the intercom. All right, so we're going to count for slope here. Rise over run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rise. 5. You need to come in, guys? I'm making a video, but you can come in. Yeah, you can clean quietly. Okay. And then now we have every sound possible.
Noah Ebinger, if you are in the building, would you please come to the office or have the teacher call the office? Noah Ebinger, thank you.
Okay. All right, so we have here a slope of rise 5, run 5, which becomes a slope of 1. Okay, so rise over run when you're counting. And remember, if you're going down, right, and over, that's a nice negative line. Down 3 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the same as down 1 and over 2. You guys are amazing cleaning my room for me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now finding slope. Did you just email me? Thank you. Finding slope between 2 points. We're going to... Would you like to appear in my video? Because you're good at some of these things. We're going to do vinculum minus minus. And we're going to take those points and we're going to turn them to the left. So the y values go on top, right? X and the y, X and the y. Turn it to the left. So then this one comes down here. And then we end up with a 4 and a 2. You want to walk through this one? No.
No, because...
Negative 18 minus 4.
Oh, negative 22.
Negative 22.
We're gonna have some people that's gonna come in here and vacuum.
We're going to vacuum too? Thank you. There's like a bracelet on the floor right there. Negative 20. We could divide both of those by 2. Be 11 tenths. And a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Looks good. Oh, thank you. Pencils. Go in my little pencil thing right over there. You guys are awesome. Do you accept tips? Like Scotty Bucks?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Write your names on here. I know Isaac, but I don't know everybody's name. Okay. Very good.
On here, this one.
All right, so same way here, you're going to do vinculum minus minus. This is, turn that point, rotate it to the left. 11 and 10. Did you put everybody's name?
Wait, she even knows my name.
Yeah.
I do. I got Isaac.
The people in here is
19.
gonna come in and start vacuuming.
That's awesome. Okay, find the slope of a line that is parallel to each given line. So if it's parallel, it has the same slope, right? So we know that this one is going to be exactly the same.
She already knows my name.
Yep. You can write it on there so I don't forget to give you money. Put it on there. Thank you. Find the slope of a line that's parallel. So again, it's going to be exactly the same. Hey, thank you. So M would be negative 7/5. Good. Okay. Find the slope of a line perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular. So that's where we have the opposite sign, right? And it's inverse. opposite and inverse. Or you can think of the opposite reciprocal. Reciprocal. Okay, opposite reciprocal. So here, find the slope of a line. What in the world would the slope of this line be? So y equals mx plus b. Y equals -5. So would the -5 be the slope, or would it be the y-intercept? The only way that the x is totally gone is if the slope is 0. See how that's totally falling away? So plus b. So the b is -5. Right? So -5. So this is what we're looking at here. So what is the slope of this line? 0. And if you get a problem like this where it's y equals or x equals and you don't know what to do, just go ahead and draw yourself a little graph. If it's y equals -5, that means it's on the y-axis. We know we cross at a -5, right? And so we can draw that line. What's the slope of that line? 0. So m equals 0. Good. Okay, my friend who's in the room, who shall not be named, what would be the slope perpendicular to 2/3? So you start with 2/3. If it's perpendicular, what do you have to do?
You gotta flip it,
Flip it.
and you have to change the sign.
So the perpendicular would be 3/2, and then make it, if it was positive, we're going to make it
Negative.
bam, you got it. Awesome sauce. Okay. Couple more questions here. We won't go through all these, but it should help somebody, like if they miss class tomorrow, they need to catch up. Okay. You want to help me again? Okay. See if I can get this to... I lost my feed. Where's my feed? I lost all video connection. Oh. Ah. You just ended up on the video. Where did it go? It's supposed to be this. Maybe... What happened? Oh. All video feeding. There it is. There it is. Okay. So sit here and zoom it in one time. Okay. Would you demonstrate number 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to turn off this camera. Well, it doesn't seem to be cameraing right now. Hopefully it does not. Would anyone have a problem with you appearing on a video?
No.
Because you are on the news, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm doing 9.
9. Sketch the
Alright.
graph of that line.
So, you'd have to break it up. So it would be y equals mx plus b. We're gonna have m. We're gonna have b. So m equals -7/2. And there goes Miss Golden. Welcome to another classroom. Okay, and b equals -5. So we're gonna start with b, and we're gonna go down -5. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna make a point there. And then for m, there's a negative on that sign. So we're gonna either go down 7 or over 2 to the left. So I'm gonna go over to the 2 left. We're gonna go over 2, 1, 2, up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, can't go any further. And then we're gonna. I don't have a ruler. I should probably get one. We're gonna put a ruler on that, and then we're gonna make a line. Miss Loudermilk is cackling. It must be really funny. And that's
perfect. Holy macaroni. Now go ahead, keep going. Do 11.
11.
This is good. This is great. This is what you're doing for your.
All
Ooh,
right.
you know what? Why don't we try? Ooh, that's uglier.
Okay.
12 is uglier.
Oogale.
Ooh, get leg. Okay.
Okay. So
Wait, what can I see? There we go.
we're gonna be doing problem 11. So
No, it's not.
problem 12
Yes.
actually. So we have to get 4x to the other side of the negative sign, so it can be plugged into
The equal sign?
this equation. Yeah. Stupid. That's fine.
See, you thought the news was where it's at.
Yeah.
Math videos is much more exciting.
So you have to y equals, and we're gonna move this 4x to the other side, and we have to go negative 4x on both sides. So it's gonna be negative 4x, and then this 3 is negative, so it's gonna be minus 3, and then we can plug that in, so that would be m, which is our slope, so we're gonna have m equals negative 4, and then 3 would be our b, so negative 3, so we're gonna go down 3, make a point there, and then go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then no, we can just, can we just go up 4 and then over? Okay, so it'll be 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
So you went 4 positives and then 1 negative. And that's the same as going down 4 over 1 positive. Right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Hear that, guys? She loves it.
I love it. And I love your arrows and your nice straight line. So this problem would be worth, I can't remember if it's 4 points. I think it's 4 points because you have to do the work. Like, you gotta do the work, and then you gotta do the work, and you gotta do the line. That's poosh. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you feeling this? You wanna keep going?
I'm feeling
Okay.
it.
Now, so we want to write the slope-intercept form. Let me get this on the camera. How about? Write the slope-intercept form of the equation of each line.
Slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Let's
that's
write
what I
that
thought.
down so we remember it.
So slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b. Those are the same thing.
Wait.
So we're gonna see where the first point is. It looks like it's right here. So we're gonna start there, and then go down to where the next point is, which is right here.
How did you figure out you wanted to put it there?
Because those are the closest 2 points that cross through a thing, a box.
Yeah, like an intersection.
Yeah.
I like that very much. Yes.
So it's gonna rise over run. So it's 1, 2 over negative 1, 2, 3. And
if somebody would have gone down 2 and over positive 3, it's okay. Same thing, right?
Yeah. And then, so that's going to be our m, because m equals slope. And then we need to find our b. So we got to go up 1, 2, 3. So our b is positive 3. And we just need to plug those in. So y equals negative 2 over 3x plus b.
I love it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, can you I don't think I need you to do the whole thing, but for 14, I think the hardest part for some people is putting the points on the line when there's no points. So, where would be give me a good recommendation?
So right here, it looks like there is a point, but there's still that little bit of space that's like making it not a point.
Yeah.
But right here, it's intercepting
Mhm.
right here.
I like that.
So that would be a point.
And then
And
yeah,
right
I agree.
here.
See, it looks close, but
It
not
looks
quite.
very close. And then we go down until we find the next point.
I know.
That looks close.
I know, but I think it might be here, like the very last thing where the arrow is.
Right?
Do you? This is where it gets a little bit, like.
I mean, we can also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, that would be
It's
the
different.
closest.
I think
yeah.
so. So rise 6 and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
So it's positive.
I like it. It is positive.
Oh,
Not nice
5
negative.
over 6. No.
That doesn't work with your finger. You have magic fingers? Okay. Go down to 15. This is the one where, okay, so right slope intercept in, what do they want it in?
Slope intercept form, which is like A.
Nope. Is what you've been using.
Oh, Y. Okay.
So this is like,
So the
Super easy.
slope is M, and the intercept is B. So you just need to plug that in. So
this is like the questions you hope for.
we don't know Y, so that's just still gonna be Y. We know N, and that's 4. We don't know X, so that's still gonna be X, and that's a -3. So instead of it being plus B, it's a negative, so it's gonna be -3.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, can you do 16? Because that's really a nasty question.
So slope is 0. So slope is kind of. Oh, okay. No.
This
So
is zero fun.
y equals. So n is 0. So n times x would still be 0. So you don't have to put anything for x.
Will you write it just so I know?
Okay. Would it be
0
0
times x.
x.
Okay.
And then -2.
And I think now that I see it, I know what you're saying. So what's the end gonna be?
If you y equals -2, so
Yes.
there is no x.
Okay. So that's gonna. Is it a horizontal line or a vertical line?
Vertical.
This is 0 fun. This is 0.
Y.
I know.
Oh,
That's what's
it's
confusing
flipped.
about it.
Yeah.
It's because like if you graphed it, it would
It
cross
would be,
at the y-axis at -2, but it would go on like that.
because the x.
Yep. It would be sorry, I can't move that with my finger.
Doing 17.
You try to erase with your finger, and I try to move papers magically with my finger. Ooh. Okay. What's the challenge here?
Right slope intercept form with the equation on the line.
What form is this one in?
Y equals mx plus b.
But what's 17 in right now? Keep going with what you were writing.
Standard form. Right?
Yeah, will you write that above it?
That's ax.
Uh-huh.
Nope, that's backwards. I'm dyslexic.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so now we have to get it in that way.
This is technically just a 1x. So we're gonna move that 1x to over here by making it a -1x, or just a -x. So that will leave us with 3y equals -x, and that's a positive 24. So it's gonna be plus 24. And that will be and then we're gonna have to divide by 3 on both sides. So we can just do this.
Love it.
So that will leave us with x equals, and then that would be we can just leave that as -1/3 x, because there's just an invisible 1 right here, plus 24 divided by 3, and that's 8. Yeah, it is. Or you can leave that as 8 over 1, but that's...
No, I like what you did.
Yeah.
I totally think that's
Okay,
better.
okay.
Will you go to 20? Because that is beautiful work. Ooh, okay, that is not in standard. What is it in?
It is in... I don't know. It's like y minus y sub 1.
Where you write that on the top, and then once you write it, and I tell you what you need in order to use that form, then you'll know the name of it. You need a point.
Point, slope, intercept.
Point slope. Just
yeah.
point slope.
Point
There you go. There you
slope.
go. Good.
So, what do we find? Oh, put it into point. Slope, intercept.
Yep.
So, okay, so, okay, so, it would be -2, 1.
Oh, you don't have to do all that.
You don't? Well, how would you find
Erase
slope?
that. Erase that. You don't have to.
Oh, slope is already there.
You just have to put it in slope
Rearrange.
intercept.
So
you're getting y by itself.
Yeah.
But you can't do it yet because you need to distribute first. So bring down that y plus 1. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y plus 1.
Plus
Yes.
1 equals -2x
What did you just write?
minus.
What's that thing? What is that, like a magical symbol? What is that? Oh, that's your y. That's how you make it. What is that?
You just.
What is that, an r?
A y.
It is?
Uh-huh. Plus 1.
Oh, that's a really cool way to make a y. Okay. Now, I love what you did. -2x minus 4. Okay, keep going.
And then you have to minus 1 from both sides.
Yeah.
And that would leave you with y equals -2x minus
Will you put that -1 under there just in case we
5.
might be struggling? Yeah, right. So that's what you're doing. -5. So circle my answer just so I know what I was looking for. Perfect. And
So,
the slope's -2. All that's good stuff. We don't even. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. What's down there? Right? The slope intercept form. Now we have a point and we have a slope. What would be a good thing to use?
Oh, there's an announcement.
This one is for my amazing basketball players. I am going to buy you guys pizza tomorrow. You guys are doing a great job. I just had a teacher tell me you guys are so amazing. So pizza for you tomorrow. Keep working hard.
Pizza
We'll see you around
for
the building.
them
Keep going.
today?
No, I want some pizza.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Point and slope.
Is it point slope
Point
form?
slope form. You get to choose if you want to do number 21 or 22.
I'll do number 21 because it has a nice number.
Yes, it does. I like that.
So point slope form is y minus y sub 1 equals m parenthesis x minus x sub 1. So we're going to have to plug that in. So we keep the y as it is. I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
Y minus, so 3 is our y and it's positive, so it'd be -3 equals, and our slope is -1 parenthesis x, and then our x is negative, which will make it plus.
Because minus and negative is a plus. I love that. That's the hardest part, I think, sometimes.
So we're going to have to distribute this. So we're going to drop this down, and that equals -1x. And then when we divide this, or multiply that, that changes to a negative. So it'd be -5.
Yeah. Will you move the paper up a tiny bit? Perfect.
And then we're going to have to put this on the other side. So it would be 1, it's going to be +3 because this is a negative. And that equals -1x minus 2. And that's the answer.
I love it. So I could, like if I didn't want to have that 1 there, I don't
Oh.
have to, but I can.
It
It's
also
fine.
be written as y equals negative x minus 2.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Okay, what's on the next page? Last page. Right, the slope. And okay, so this one, oh, do you have is that a cool thing you can do? Do you know how to make those shadow things?
I can make a farmer.
A fart. Okay, do
A
it.
farmer?
Oh, I thought you said a fart.
No. Little farmer. He's got a little hat.
That's a little sheep with ears. Put it under the camera.
need a
I don't think you can bend your arms that way.
Shadow.
Oh, in the shadow.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
a shadow
Oh.
puppet.
Okay.
It's
And I
really
made a hand fart. No, it doesn't work very well. Okay. All right. We should do math. I can stick to math. Through that point. No. Go up to 23.
Oh yeah, I was
Ooh, I have 2 points. And so I don't have a slope.
No.
Can I find a slope?
on that. Yeah, you gotta do the flip thing.
Yes.
So
And if you do these two on the video, I'm gonna give you credit for that assignment.
what's
That one that has that thing.
Oh, okay.
That's a good deal, right?
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna flip this, and that's gonna be 3 minus. So you're gonna flip it going this way, so that the y is on top and the x will be on bottom.
Like NASCAR. Always turn to the left.
Yeah, that's gonna be minus 4 because that's another y, and then we're gonna have negative 2 minus 0, and then you do all that, and then is that negative 1? Yeah. Okay, it's negative 1 over negative 2. But if you have a negative over a negative, that's like a negative divided by a negative. So it's going to be a positive 1.
Is my M.
That's the M. And then you're going to have to write it in slope intercept form.
Nope.
What?
Nope. Because I know a point and I know a slope.
Yeah.
So do it in point slope form. Yeah, but do you think you should start with point slope and then get it into? That's what you were saying. That you have to get it into slope intercept.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. How are you gonna do it?
Well, maybe I don't know. Oh.
Well, there's multiple ways.
Well, can't you just plug it in?
Okay, do it that way.
Because I was just going to do.
Yes, do it that way.
Oh, but we don't know B, do we?
Well, so you can use the solve for B method, or you can use the point slope method, because both of those will give you the B. What do you prefer?
This one.
Point slope?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Y minus. Okay, and so you chose a point, and it doesn't matter which one, right?
Yeah, you just gotta stick to it.
Yes, you do. Don't hop around.
X.
Hop around.
That's
hop,
a
hop,
plus 2.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna get a y minus 3 equals 1 over 2. 1 over 2x, because we're gonna distribute.
Yep.
And then 1/2 of 2 is 1, so it's gonna stay positive 1. And then y equals, and then we're gonna add 3 to this side. So y equals 1 over 2x plus 4.
Perfection.
And then
So you could have done slope intercept form, plugged in a y and an x, and solved for b.
yeah.
But I really like this. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go down to 25.
25. Write the slope intercept form of the equation of the line described. Oof. I don't even know.
It's parallel to that line.
So we're gonna have to flip this.
If it's parallel, what does it tell you about the slope?
This is gonna be flipped. So rise.
Nope, don't flip anything. What's the slope of this line right here?
1/4.
Negative
And
1/4.
negative 1/4.
Will you circle it?
Yeah. I will.
So that is going to be the slope of my new line, right? Because parallel means that the slopes are exactly the
Same.
yeah. So now I know
they are the same.
they're the same. Yeah. So now I know a point and I know a slope.
Mm.
There, see?
Mm.
Nice. That's all you need.
It would just be y equals negative
Oh.
plus. Because isn't that
Why did you choose a 4?
because it's not a 3?
Yeah, but how do you know that it goes through that? How do you know it goes through that point? So you can't. This is illegal. What you just did is illegal. And math, it's just you just got arrested. Erase all of that.
All of it?
Yeah, because see here you do. You only know the slope and you know a point. You know a point and you know a slope. You don't know the b. So what do? What did you do above?
You gotta put it in the point slope.
I agree
form.
with you.
So.
It was a good name that they gave that form.
I mean, it's very
Descriptive.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so it's parallel, so it's going to have the same slope, but it's going to go through that point. Yeah. Minus a negative 4 to plus 4.
And then 1/4 of 4 is 1. So that would be a negative 1 though. And you have to add 1. Wow. You're gonna have to add 1.
Oh.
So it would be y equals negative 1/4 x. 1 plus negative 1 cancels everything out. So it's just plus 0.
Oh, yeah. And I don't even need that.
Yeah, so
Y equals negative 1/4 x.
Yeah.
You got this. That's good. I love it.
So how
That's it.
that's
Because it's, because it says write the slope intercept form of the equation of the line described.
oh
So you know how you guessed up here?
yeah.
You made a good guess, but it was wrong. Because it said y equals negative 1/4 x. Remember you said plus 4?
Mm-hmm.
It would have been parallel, but it would not go through the point.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I liked it so much. Go to 27. Now, what does perp mean?
Perpendicular,
Okay.
which means it's just gonna be flipped.
Flipped and what's changed?
And the sign will change.
Jeez, senor.
So it'd be y equals and then
No. What are you doing?
we're not flipping it.
Oh, okay, flip it. Yeah.
Negative 1, 4.
Miss Henrietta, Mr. Birch, and Miss Mary, thank you so much for hosting the sixth grade boys basketball team. Gentlemen, I need you to come down to student services at this time. Thank you.
I don't know who those people are.
Who?
The teachers.
Those are the custodians.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah. Now I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. So what did you just find?
I found the slope for our new perpendicular line.
Yeah. Okay. So now, do you know a point and you know a slope?
Yeah.
Yep.
The point was 1/4.
And now you know the slope because you just figured it out,
Yeah.
which is 4.
Yeah.
So point and a slope use what?
Oh, point slope form. I always y minus 4 equals, and that's 4 positive, and then parenthesis x minus 1 parenthesis, and then we're going to distribute, so we're going to drop these down, and that equals 4x minus 4 because that is a negative, and a positive times a negative is a negative. That's a lot of 4s. So we're gonna add. Oh my gosh.
That makes me want to go to Wendy's.
We're 4 for 4 does sound good.
4, 4, 4. We are destined. We're destined to go to Wendy's.
Oh my gosh. Whoever's watching this video is going to go insane. So we're gonna add 4 to both sides, so that cancels out this 4. So we're gonna have y equals 4x, and then plus a positive 4 and a negative 4. They cancel out, and that'll give us a plus 0. But we don't need that because that just doesn't add anything.
No. That would be like going to Wendy's and getting no food. Who would do that?
I don't
Skinny
even
people.
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now go down to the bottom here. You guys only did this today, and I wasn't in the room with you. So you tell me how much you get this.
So just kind of eyeballing it, it kind of looks like it goes through here.
Yes.
And that is a puff positive.
Woohoo!
So it's a positive correlation.
Nice.
And
Love it.
that is our answer for that. And then for this one, you can't really see what's going on here.
Yeah.
There's not an obvious positive or negative. So that means that there's no correlation.
No correlation. Like how old you are and the number of cats you have.
Yeah.
Although people think old ladies have more cats. Oh, that's
And then
really interesting.
it's Batman.
Okay, what are your final thoughts on our video?
I'm sorry. If you watched the whole thing,
Hopefully, wait, here it should show right here. Hold on, let me get this. Oh, I'm feeling the pressure. Uh-oh. Keep going.
I'm really sorry that you had to just sit through all of this. You're already going through a lot because if you're at home, you're either sick or you're quarantined. So you're already going through a lot. And then you have to watch this video and you see all the things.
Now you're...
And you see all the things that we've done. It's a lot. And it's too much. But that's a real metaphor for math. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot and too much.
And then
it pays off at the end.
Mm-hmm. Because do you know why the math textbook was so sad?
Why?
Because he had a lot of problems. All right, we're gonna quit while we're ahead. Have a lovely, lovely evening.
Yeah.